and we are back for episode 4 of UberCast X. I'm your host, John Blizzard, with my co-host,
Clayton Boone, also known as the Green Goblin!
Yes, indeed.
Nothing. Never mind.
No.
Would you like a pumpkin bomb? I'll say that for the second time.
Yes, of course.
Behind the scenes, whoop whoop!
Yeah, no one knows about that secret. We won't talk about it.
Never mind.
And we have a very, very special guest today.
Yeah, super special.
We'll let you introduce yourself. What is your name, sir? What do you do?
Well, my name's Tom. I sit in foldable chairs, mostly.
That's true. Oh. You know what? You look very comfortable. Are you comfortable?
I'm moderately comfortable.
Do you want a blanket or anything?
No.
No, okay. Good.
Sorry if that was too quiet.
No.
Is everything good?
I can hear you.
It's good?
I can hear you.
Good.
I can hear you too.
We'll fix it in post.
I can't hear you, Clayton.
Oh, what? Oh.
Okay, well, that's okay. You know what? Here we are, episode 4. We've been doing this for a while. I wanted to start off with an announcement.
Ooh, yeah?
Yeah, because we were having a conversation earlier. We were eating pizza. We were having a good time. And I'm telling you, we got donair sauce on our pizza, except for Clayton, who's an idiot.
I don't like that stuff.
Oh, you're so full of shit.
It's
You guys went out of your way to basically spoil this thing. But I want to show you that UberCast X is now on iTunes.
It is on iTunes?
It's on iTunes.
Oh, no way.
You guys kept asking me questions. Asking me over and over again. And I'm like, no, just wait. We're going to do a show.
It's a long process.
I'm putting it up somewhere. I got an idea where to get it. Well, guess what? You can get it on iTunes. Subscribe to us, UberCast X. I want you to write reviews. Give us 5 stars. Give us 1 stars. All of which we will appreciate. But especially 5 stars. Or 1.
1 5 stars. Sorry, dude.
No, you know what? Every time you bump your cup on the table with the microphone, that's 1 less star for you, my friend.
Shit.
But anyway, UberCast X is there. We got our first 3 episodes already. And soon enough, the 4th one, if you're listening to it, this might be a way to go. You can see I got episode 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
that's great.
So, hopefully...
Do you pay for them? How much do they cost, John?
$9.99 per half episode.
Per half episode.
I split them up. I'm making some money. The least you could do is give me your money. I worked hard here, and I bought a microphone. I want some money. Is that greedy?
No. No,
Oh.
Wanting everyone's money is not greedy.
It's pretty standard.
Really?
It's called life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. No, it's free, of course. And you guys can just subscribe to us. We'll magically just keep, coming in late at night while you're sleeping and just unzipping and sticking our podcast into your iPhone. But really, we will do that. But really, you can get us on iTunes. That's how most podcasts tend to work, and that's an exciting thing for me. Anyway, tea time. We're all drinking some tea. I got King Cole because there was no milk in the fridge. Clayton, you made some King Cole without looking in the fridge first.
Well, I assumed you'd have milk.
Okay, well, I'm drinking King Cole. It's good. I love King Cole. You know, we do support our King Cole. But what are you guys drinking today? Tom, let's start with you, my friend. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Honeybush Lemon. I'm not 100% sure on the brand, but it's the finest Honeybush Lemon I've ever drank.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That is indeed a very special thing to say.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And your cup looks like it's molded.
Yeah,
it's like
it does.
severe.
Oh, it really does.
She bought it because she thought it looked moldy.
Like a petri
or like
dish.
bubonic plague
Yeah.
or something.
It's the strangest thing. She actually brought it home and she's like, I bought a cup, I love it. It looks like it's moldy. And I was just like, okay, well.
It's
Okay,
made of bread.
you little crazy thing.
That's exactly it. She was all up in like a French tither looking all excited. She's like, yay, look at this. And she was like,
c'est bon.
she was looking at me like she was super happy, like she just like won money or something.
Does she often buy moldy things?
She's got me around, doesn't she? She's marrying me. I don't know. Anyway, what about you, Boom? What do you got?
I got, what is it? Peach and mango.
Peach mango. I love that one. That's good.
And I got Quebecois cup.
Yep.
And yeah, it's nice. It's like blue. It's got blue.
You like this cup?
Stuff. Sure.
Has an accent on it. How can you not?
Accent aigu. Yeah.
You know what an accent? Okay, wow, you're blowing my mind right now.
See, now we're gonna have so many
Oh my God.
Quebecois people listening to our thing.
Yeah.
They'll be like real excited.
Yeah.
UberCast X is a bilingual podcast, just like New Brunswick is a bilingual province, and that everyone still speaks English, but half of us say we speak French too.
Yeah.
So, hey, I do know, I can understand French, I'm just not really good at speaking it, let's be honest.
I know accent aigu, pamplemousse,
Hey, let's hat.
Hey, what? What is that?
Alouette.
Oh, hey, let's
Alouette.
yeah.
Oh, no.
You had to be there.
No.
Anyways,
Oh God, damn it.
School.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, Boone, you picked this mug originally. I think this is something you wanted to slander on the podcast. What do you think of this?
it looks like a granny's blouse.
A great does. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the most hipster looking mug ever. Like,
It's like doilies.
Doilies.
yeah, it kind of does. It's like orange, light blue, and pink. I think. Doily. Yeah. Well, that's good radio right there.
Doily radio.
Doily radio.
Doily cast.
Woo!
Doily cast X.
Doily Cast X. There you go.
Trademark.
God damn it, Tom.
Beat us to the punch.
So here we are doing another episode. What do we have to talk about today? Well, one thing I think we should cover actually.
Well, okay.
Just while I'm thinking of it because it's so forgettable. There's a trailer for Fantastic Four. That Fantastic Four movie I keep shitting all over. I showed you the costume. I never had to show you. Don't worry. Just imagine that it didn't look anything like anything.
It's like coveralls.
Imagine pretty much like a swimsuit you'd wear when you're swimming in
Like
the
a body,
ocean.
like a full body, like
Just like a wetsuit?
There,
Yeah,
actually, there.
wetsuit.
See on the left? That's the Human Torch in his Fantastic Four suit.
Oh, it's like a wetsuit, but with like things so that he can like run into stuff. But it doesn't cover his joints, like his elbows. Like there's no elbow pad.
Yeah,
It's
nothing.
like upper arm pad,
There's just like one on the side.
chest
It
pad.
looks so cheap.
It looks really cheap, yeah. That's what the Fantastic Four costumes are like, apparently. Something like that. They're all black. Of course, we gotta put them in black.
Oh, of course.
It's nice that we're reverting back to like early 2000s and earlier than that. But yeah, the costumes are all wrong. That's one thing. There's lots of stupid things I've heard about it. I'm still going on about Dr. Doom Blogger. But what is the deal with that? The trailer. What did you guys think? Honestly, like genuinely, what did you guys think of the trailer based on what you saw?
I don't know. It's all the trailer was bits of, I guess, the beginning. It looks like because it doesn't really. I don't know. It's not impressive. It's just another Fox movie.
Yeah.
What was it like? Oh, it was like a Fox trailer.
Yeah, with dramatic music, and it's going to come out feeling like a TV movie, probably.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what Fox does with their movies. What do you think, Tom? I know you're not a Fantastic Four guy.
I don't know. I just found it was just like some people climbing around on rocks
Yeah.
with some stuff happening, but mostly just guys on rocks. And they're like, "Oh my god, there's guys."
You know,
on
you're
rocks."
right. That's the thing. I guess trailers are supposed to kind of like hook you on a concept, kind of.
Yeah.
They didn't give us any concept at all with that trailer. It's just all over the place, like shots, dramatic music, some guy with a way better voice than any of the cast, talking over it. It didn't really. It just felt disjointed and shitty, right? Yeah, a lot of rocks.
A lot of rocks. It was really just people with like spacesuits on rocks.
Yeah, and people getting into a refrigerator and.
Oh yeah, there was a refrigerator.
There are like 4 refrigerators. They all get. They apparently instead of keeping your food cold, they make you into the Fantastic Four.
Regular refrigerators actually do that.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they stopped putting locks on them because people were becoming superheroes.
Oh, that makes sense actually.
That's why all the the 50s was such a big time for superheroes.
Yeah. Okay. The fridges
Really happened.
Yeah, that's a lot of kids get locked in there and they come out and all of a sudden they're shooting webs from their crotches.
Yeah.
What? Anyway.
Their dicks turn into like spinnerets.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Tom?
Well, I appreciate the accuracy. The spinneret is the correct term. That's good.
Tom is a resident biologist. I'm not even joking on that. Anytime I see a movie and I'm like, oh, this is so cool, Tom can't just let it go, and he always has to rip it apart by being like, that doesn't make sense.
Oh,
but
the spider movie that everybody loved. The
Arachnophobia?
no,
I love that.
No, the spaceship troopers.
Oh, that stupid one with the spider rocks, Starship Troopers.
It bothered me because they were like they had like a quarter of an inch of like connection between their joints. It's like just shoot their legs off.
That's a good point.
There's nothing to them. But anyway, they were made out of like superpowers or something, so it didn't matter.
See what I mean? You can't have fun with anything, but that movie rules. I love that movie. It's all just like, it's such a good spoof on like propaganda and whatnot. That was so good. Oh yeah, Starship Troopers. And I remember a long time ago, like quite a few years back, and you seem to forget that this happened. You asked me to borrow the Alien movies.
Oh yeah. I was actually thinking about that, what you were talking about, and I remember that what it was we were talking about the blood being acidic.
Yeah.
And the reason I was saying it could happen is because the you could have proteins that are cool with more acid, but watching it afterwards and seeing how it just burns through everything forever.
Well, not that extreme, yeah, of course.
It's kind of, but anyway, yes, this is the yeah. It's not exciting.
Do you see what? No, this is very exciting. You know what? This is. I think the reason most people listen to a podcast is because they want to sit on a conversation with some people that they like to hear from. And I gotta say, what you're talking about right now is actually pretty interesting.
Good.
We're taking science, which many people view as boring, and applying it to badass movies about scary aliens.
I think they do that. I've seen videos where they're like, how many times Buddy should have died in like Die Hard and stuff like that.
That was the Screen Junkies did that.
Yeah, that was good.
And like Harry and Marvin Home Alone.
Oh, yeah.
They die like 37 times between the two movies, I swear, the poor guys. But yeah. Those are, I like those. Yeah, well, that's fair. Well, that's basically what we do. See, for some reason I'm pulling the tea bag out with my bare hands, and it's really hot.
Where are you going to put it?
On your lap.
Are these yoga mats?
Oh man, we should use those.
Are these his and her yoga mats?
Actually, I think they're hers and hers, because I've used them once.
Yeah?
Let me tell you something about yoga. I did yoga once with Nick, and Nick pulled out like a yoga video, and she's like, "You want to do yoga with me?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay." So we watched the video. We did one of those stupid, like, get in front of like a giant TV with like these people like showing you how to like safely and comfortably destroy your body. I'm telling you, man, I was like bending over and doing all this stuff and like down, like stretching my legs out, and I'm like, oh god, this is so like discomforting. My legs are pretty strong, thankfully, so I did it. My legs could handle it. But then a few days later, I went to the gym with my main man Tim, and I'm trying to run on the treadmill. I can't freaking walk. My knees are giving out. My joints are snapping, and like I was like, that was not good. I didn't feel much of a workout. I just felt extreme pain. Mm-hmm. Yoga is dangerous. DDP yoga is cool. Because you know what? At least it's dangerous in a cool way. Like, you know DDP, right? Down in Dallas Page?
Yeah.
He has his own yoga company now, right?
Really?
Yeah, you know how Jake the Snake Roberts and Scott Hall, like, the Resuramo?
Yeah.
Those guys basically, like, were destroyed by drugs and alcohol, like, really, really bad. They moved in with DDP, and DDP was like, no, you're going to start doing yoga with me, and I'm not going to let you do those things anymore. Now they're both, like, totally on the upswing, and DDP fixes people's lives.
If they try to do any drugs or alcohol, diamond cutter.
He just gives them a diamond cutter, my god.
You destroy them with that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you're too drunk to give me the razor's edge. Bang! Yeah, exactly. Man, we've been talking a lot of wrestling today. This is interesting. But I've been kind of going back to old wrestling. It's the strangest thing. Don't worry, I don't have to have subject matter for wrestling, but I've been watching old wrestling. I've been watching the old WrestleManias for the past few weeks, and I'm now up to, like, WrestleMania, like, I finished the first 12. Which, the first ones are, like, 4 hours long, really. They were kind of excessive. So by the end of it, you're just like, oh my god, yes, I know Hulk Hogan's gonna win every fucking time, because history repeats itself. What are you looking at?
Dr. Zhivago.
See, I told you I was gonna read Dr. Zhivago in my last episode, right?
Huh.
Yeah, it's right over there, man.
Thought you were lying.
I would never lie about that. That's something you don't lie about.
Sorry.
Yeah, see? Jesus Christ. But anyway, wrestling is interesting. Back in the day, the last time I watched it was like, oh man, this is really great. I'm really enjoying it. What's the main event tonight? What's the main event? Bam Bam Bigelow versus LT, some fucking football player.
Ugh.
And the football player wins. It's like, way to shit on the entire show and like the entire profession and the idea of pro wrestling. I don't know. I'm so pissed off about that. But anyway.
Didn't that happen like back in the day with like WCW with Dennis Rodman
and Karl Malone?
Yeah.
They both came in. Dennis Rodman teamed up with Hollywood Hogan, and Karl Malone went with DDP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was really good.
Yeah.
That's quality programming.
Oh, Dennis Rodman, man. I forgot about that guy.
I wonder where he is now. Probably like a yoga studio.
Yeah, you're probably right. You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have Dennis Rodman on next week.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Show you some yoga moves.
Dennis Rodman's working with DDP. Doing DDP yoga. The cool thing about DDP yoga, the big thing is, it's like, when you watch the videos of him doing it, he's like, oh, I've only done like 2 of these before, but we'll see how it goes. And he's like laying down like a push-up, and he's like puts his legs up over his head, and then does this crazy handstand push-up, lifts his entire body, and you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? How is this good on your body? Like, you're killing yourself. And DDP's just like, oh yeah, that feels great. That's good. Okay, now I'm going to lower myself down very slowly, and I'm going to pound my face in the floor. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Yoga is nuts. But at least DDP yoga looks awesome. Mm-hmm. The shit I did didn't even make sense. I just stood there with my legs as far apart as you can possibly imagine, and was like, yep. Ouch. You know, like, nothing good here.
There's the one yoga pose that's just laying on the floor. I can't remember what that one's called.
Shavasana
or something? No, literally just straight up laying on your back on the floor.
I'm good at that one.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. I agree. Okay, you know what? We're pretty much all yogis now, right?
Totally.
I think we all are in the right.
I can now punch with my stretchy arms.
Stretchy arms? Yeah, there you go. Yoga fire! There's our Street Fighter reference for the day. Yeah. We have to have one of those every time, pretty much. So what do you guys been playing any video games lately?
Let's see. I've been playing Disgaea D2.
Really?
A Brighter Darkness. I think that's the name of it.
Is that that's
the one with the Laharl again?
You know, it's like a sequel to the first Disgaea, kind of.
Yes, sequel to the
first.
Yeah.
That's on PS3, isn't it?
Yep, PS3.
Man, I want to play. I forgot that was. I didn't even realize it was out.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's out. That. That's awesome. So, what are you thinking at this point?
I'm enjoying it. It's nice. It's like pretty much like the first one. It's the same like characters. There's only a few new classes.
Mm-hmm.
Like not much from the other games, but there's a few like the little kitty cat men. I love them.
Yeah.
And
kitty cat men.
Kitty cat men.
Oh yeah, no, everybody.
And what else? What else came out? It doesn't matter. Not that far, but it's a good little romp.
So what kind of game is it? Can you want to tell our listeners?
Well, it's like a tactic. What would you call it? What's that called?
Tactical, like
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Exactly, like Final Fantasy Tactics. Except it's really absurd. Like you can it's a game where like you got turn based. Like you can move a certain amount, do a certain amount of attacks and stuff like that. But it's like you can pick people up, or like it's like Clayton can pick you up, and then I can pick Clayton up, and I can throw Clayton really far, and then he can throw you even further, and then you can attack an enemy directly.
Like the Sackboy game there.
Little Big Planet?
Little Big Planet. You can do that in Little Big Planet.
I guess you kind of can,
yeah.
So Disgaea is just like Little Big Planet.
Is it like a 2.5D whatever it is?
Yeah. No, it's overhead. It's not side-scroll at all.
It should be.
You're probably right.
Do you fight a vacuum
Actually, that's what Prinny is. You know the game we keep talking about, Prinny?
Are there stickers?
Yeah, or no,
probably
not
get
stickers.
Stickers from Japan.
Yeah, in Japan, man, Prinnies are probably the shit.
Put them on your kitchen or on your kitchen on
you
your
put
TV.
You can put them on your TV. Yeah, then it's just the same thing, really.
So it's basically you've been playing Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
what you're saying.
Yep, exactly.
Wow, congratulations. That's fantastic. You sack a boy.
Sack a boy.
Oh boy.
What else? That's about it.
Well, good for you. I've been on Far Cry 4 quite a bit now. I finally started making some progress in this thing. It's one of those games that really hooks you. Like it's one of those things. Like I'm still not really hooked on the story, but I think it's because I haven't been doing story missions. I'm too OCD for that. So I'm like, well, there's an outpost over there. I want to get that outpost. I want that to be somewhere I can fast travel to, and get some other missions around. And then I just like go on this like adventure that I keep getting attacked by tigers or something on the way and dying. And then I'm like, oh, start way back here, walk all the way over there again. I just keep doing these little things, Oh, there's a journal log way out there in the middle of the woods for some reason. I'm going to walk over there and try and get to it. Or I'm going to take this dirt bike or something like that. It's really fun. Or not dirt bike, I guess four-wheeler. But it's fun. I mean, it really is. The story seems good, but I just got to kind of do more with it. I'm still sticking to my guns that Far Cry 3 was better. I think the characters were more interesting, and I think the general setup, like I said, like I talked about before, where basically you feel like you are the character. This one I still don't really feel the connection to my character. That's all. But it's a good first-person shooter, wide open, and man, there's nothing quite like just being in like the bushes and all of a sudden like hearing a tiger and then diving off of a mountain and like putting out your wingsuit and flying like for like 200 meters or something like that. It's just a great feeling, and then you smash into a tree and die anyway, but it's great. I really like it, so I'm having fun. And you played that a little bit today, too.
Yeah. It's hard to drive, and rhinoceroses are dicks.
Rhinoceroses? You're the biologist here. Are they called rhinoceroses or rhinoceri?
I'm not actually a biologist.
You are you're the official UberCast ex-biologist.
Oh, nice. That means a pay raise.
Okay, you can have 2 cups of tea.
Sweet. I think it's rhinoceros, not rhinoceri. I could be completely wrong.
It would just be rhinoceros. This is good radio right here.
People rhinoceroses. I don't know.
Rhinoceros.
I think it's just kind of like use whatever you want. If you see a bunch of rhinoceros, whatever you say will probably be fine.
Because you'll be like running away.
Yeah.
Who really cares?
Yeah.
People be pissing and shitting themselves.
Yeah, nobody's going to be like, I'm not really frightened if it's just one rhinoceros. It doesn't matter.
It's like, there's 4 of rhinoceros, and then you run.
Didn't say that right. I'm not frightened of those things.
Yeah, I wouldn't be, though.
It's rhinoceroses. You mean rhinoceros. Ah! And then he gets like...
His head stomps so bad.
Yeah. It's called life.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So what have you been up to? I mean, what have you been playing? I haven't really been seeing you that much in the past few weeks.
Thing I've actually been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5, which I got like a year ago. That's literally the last game I've gotten.
Wow, that's a good one though.
So I beat it a long time ago. I've just been goofing around in that.
Nice.
But I did rented Shadows of Mordor from a video game store.
Where's what?
There's a video game store.
Oh,
in Moncton.
spin it.
No. There's another one that's legitimately a video game store.
Damn.
Like a rental.
Are you kidding
You can
me?
rent Blu-rays. You can rent movies.
They do exist. I knew it.
I gotta check it out.
And it opened recently. Like after Blockbuster went under. Which is sad because we used to have Videotech, which was spectacular.
Yeah.
And you could get anything there. But this other one, I don't know. There's like...
I bought a few of their movies, yeah.
I don't know what it's... anyway, Shadows of Mordor. It's basically like Batman, but in Mordor and Batman.
Wow.
Bad order.
That's at least one thing there I like.
And Batman.
Batman.
That's 3 things.
Oh, and Batman's in it 3 times.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're kind of like Batman, but your cape is different.
Oh.
And you murder people. Well, they're
really?
orcs. But yeah, you murder them.
Okay, cool. That sounds pretty good. You know, I've heard a lot of game publications out there called the Game of the Year and stuff like that.
It's really... It's good, and it's... The whole, like, progression of having to figure out who everybody is and how to kill them is really good. Like... And it kind of... Everything just happens. Like, I was just running across, like, trying to get to this guy... And I ran through this, like, big party of orcs, and I was like, oh, I don't want to deal with all them. So you can either, like, sneak kill them, or, like, just brutally kill someone so bad that everybody sees you and just is, like horrified by it. So you're, like, spending, like, a minute and a half just stabbing this orc. And everybody's like, what the hell is he doing? And they just get out of there. So you're just like, whatever. And, like, yeah, so you get up to these guys, and some of them have different special abilities. Like, some of them are completely immune to arrows, and others hate fire. So, like... You run up to this guy and you're like, oh, hey, you grab him and you just throw him in some fire. And he dies. And
fair enough.
That's pretty much the game, is throwing people in fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds very therapeutic.
No, it's good.
Yeah, man, for sure. Boone, you've been reading a book lately, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been reading The Masters of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a biography about...
Yeah, kind of.
Or like a little... It's about the guys who made Doom.
Oh, really?
John Carmack and Romero?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or is it John Carmack?
The 2 Johns.
Yeah, the 2 Johns, I thought so. Okay.
Carmack,
and John Romero.
Carmack and Romero. And it's really interesting. I'm almost done it, and...
I can't wait to get it back from you. I can't wait to read it. It sounds awesome.
It's pretty cool.
So, yeah, like, what kind of adventures did they get into? Don't worry about spoiling things.
It's awesome, because they're so different, but they complement each other. Like, Romero's like a video game rock star. He wants to have a good time and make something awesome. And Carmack's all, like, he's pretty much like a robot. He's, like, very logical, and if something gets in the way of his dream, he'll just dispose of it, like, very coldly.
Basically Kirk and Spock.
Yeah, kind of.
I was thinking Tim and I, but that makes sense too, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little more... He's not very nice about things. He's very...
like, no tact, really, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tim. No, I'm just kidding, Tim. I'm just kidding. You're very tactful. We love you, buddy.
Very.
But, yeah, okay.
And it's really good.
That's interesting.
Folks, if you like reading at all, if you're literate, you got to read this book.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's about a game that came out, like, God, when? Like, the 80s, I guess.
Oh,
When
yeah.
did Doom
How
come out?
it-
Probably,
it-
like,
it-
early 90s, maybe?
Man, it made gaming today.
It changed.
How did you guys play Doom? Like, where did you get Doom to play it?
That's a great question. I did it last year for the first time.
That was the first time you played, like, Doom 3D?
Yeah, for real. No, Doom, the first game. I got the PS3 collection, that Doom 3 one.
Yeah.
And it had the first Doom on it, and I finally played it. And you know what? Having never played it before with no nostalgia, like, I missed a few things when I was a kid. I mean, I missed Indiana Jones. So when I went to watch the Indiana Jones movies all these years later, when I was, like, at the time I was probably about, like, 22 or something like that, I was like, yeah, this kind of... The first one's okay. Second one I absolutely hated. Third one I thought was okay. And the fourth one, when I finally saw that, I was like, wow, this is shit. So I think Indiana Jones
It
is
did
not
have
my
Shia
thing.
LaBeouf in it, though.
I wish one of those monkeys would have, like, cut his vine as he was swinging. It would have been great. At the end of the movie, it's like Indiana Jones, like, standing there, like, in the sunset, his outline, his silhouette. And then you see Shia LaBeouf come up with an electric wheelchair, just like, hey, Dad. That was, like, the worst thing. I hated that. I didn't like those movies. The first one I thought was impressive, but I really didn't like the rest of them. So the nostalgia factor was not there. It didn't work. But when I play Doom, man, it holds up well. It's exciting, it's fun, it's stressful in a good way. And I like the first one a lot more than the second one. Most people prefer the second one because it's just extreme, but I loved it. What about you, buddy?
Yeah, I prefer the first one as well.
Really? When did you play Doom?
Well, you got it for...
Is that the first time you played it?
Yeah, when you gave it to me.
So I got him one too. So see,
I
the
feel
two of us
so
are like
weird.
Doom virgins, pretty much.
I played Doom on like I don't know what it would have been, a 46 or something back in like 95 from on 3.5 inch floppies that I got from Radio Shack in a bin in the front of Radio Shack. Shareware, do you guys remember that?
Shareware,
Yeah.
that's a big thing in the book.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like it was like 50 discs. It was ridiculous. Just like jam them all in and just playing and you get little ways. And I think you had to install the whole thing because it was shareware. So you could install it and then you just be like, hey, you want to play Doom? Here's the game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
I played Wolfenstein that way.
Yeah, I played it that same way.
Don't even remember how. Actually, it was like on an old computer. I guess someone else installed it, but it was one of my mom's friends or something like that. We were all like hanging out there, and the guy that was there was like, "Hey, John, do you want to play this Wolfenstein game?" I'm like, "Oh, all right." And of course, I was such a dumb little kid. I thought it was called Wolfsbane, and I was calling it the wrong name, and I was running around like getting killed by Nazis, and I was like, "This is awesome!" And I kept doing it over and over again. I doubt I made it out of like the first room, but I was really stoked on it. I thought it was really cool. It like got my imagination running so much. I was, who would have thought that I'd go back all these years later and like the Wolfenstein game that came out this year? Did you play that at all?
I have not.
I'm still calling it Game of the Year so far for last year, like that I've played.
Yeah.
It was really good. And by the way, I've never gave credit where credit's due, but thank you, Boone, for getting that for my birthday.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's a wonderful game.
Does the new Wolfenstein have any point in running around with your face up against walls, just like bashing the door open button, like while your face is just like dragging it out? That's what I always remember from Wolfenstein. It's just like just jamming on the space bar and just up against the walls. Like, oh, I found something. Oh, it's money. I don't know what I use it for, but
dude, a little bit, barely, but a little bit. What's funny in Doom 3, or is it Doom 3? Yeah, I think so. There's certain places in the game where, it's Rage. I haven't played it yet, but it's up there. I got it's a PS3 game for me. I mean, it's on
Rage. Yeah.
Rage is made by id Software, but apparently there's like secret things you can do. Like you go click up here, and then you run down here and flick the switch, and then over here a door opens up. And when the door opens up, you walk in, and all of a sudden you're in the first Doom.
oh really?
And you're just like, okay. And then you step on one of the teleport panels, and you appear back in the game you were in before, and the door's gone. And you're just like, okay. But in the Wolfenstein game that I played, I talked about it with him the other day. More or less, it's one of those things where I was walking around at my home base thing, and I found a little mattress way, way up above from all the others in our little home base. And I was like, what's that all about? Maybe that's my mattress. I don't know. So I went near it, and it said Nightmare. And I was like, what the hell's that? Okay, click. I press the square button, and all of a sudden, you wake up in a nightmare where your character looks exactly like it does in the game. All beautiful 3D design, but you're in Castle Wolfenstein from the original game. But this is a nightmare, right? So naturally, I got all these guns. I'm like aimed right at this Nazi running at me, and I'm shooting him with everything I got. And he just keeps coming. He never stops, and then eventually kills you. And then you wake up and you're like, whoa. Just like little things like that are so cool. Nice. Man, I'm a pretty big fan of that stuff. But yeah, Wolfenstein and Doom, that's pretty cool. But I just can't believe, and the music holds up so well for Doom. Like it's just covers of metal songs, right? Doom 2 didn't have the same level of music. That's what I found. All they did with Doom 2, they just basically made it Doom 1 with like, instead of you walking into a room with 5 enemies that would make your life living hell, they just made them a little easier and put in like 3 times as many. So now instead of 5, it's like 15. And it's all these enemies that would, if there was that many enemies in the first one, it would have killed you so bad. But now you get that double-barreled shotgun that blows holes in everything. So you can kill them. I like Doom 2, though. Don't get me wrong. Just Doom 1 was, wow. So good. Yeah. Doomcast. Woo!
Doomcast. Trademark.
God damn it, Tom.
Is that a thing you guys do?
Getting everything.
Trademark?
Yeah.
We've never done that before.
No? Good. I don't know.
I'm trademarking that concept.
Trademark?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No one thought of that one.
Oh, you're...
Suck it, Donald Trump.
Trademark.
Fuck. All right, so what else is new in your life? What's going on this week in everyone's life here? How about the fact that we can't seem to like go for like 24 hours without a goddamn blizzard?
Yeah,
that's your fault.
Yeah. You know, it's so bad. I actually got interviewed on the news about it. And this is the funny thing, though. The news thing, they don't say my name. They just interview me. They're like, "Oh, what do you think of the roads?" And it was CBC News. They're like, "What do you think of the roads?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's not that bad yet, but it's probably going to get worse," or something like that. I can't remember what the clip said, but that all happens. But the funny thing is, the whole like news thing they're going on, they're calling it Blizzard Day, and no one knows that it's John Blizzard there on the show. And I get so many messages from so many people saying they saw me on CBC.
They didn't ask what your name was or anything? Or?
No, which is weird. They usually do. I think it was kind of because I was working. I was with my business vehicle, and I didn't. I was like, well, I don't really want to do an interview as a representative of my company. I don't have permission. I don't want to. You know, it's not my job to do that. However, if I did, I'm sure the boss wouldn't mind it so much. But because of that, I think they were trying to be a little more discreet for me. They didn't say anything about what I was doing and whatnot. So yeah, it was pretty neat though. So Blizzards. I'm supposed to record an audio drama, like my first radio play.
Really?
Tomorrow. Way out in the middle of nowhere, and of course now the blizzard's coming. Oh. So we're not doing it.
Oh.
Got canceled.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like happy this week's been way too busy, but on the other hand, I'm like pretty stoked on it. Like it's a good script. We're shooting a movie of it. It's called 5. You can look it up on imdb.com. It's a feature film with a bunch of military guys, and it's stressful and suspenseful. It's really good. But what's going to happen is we're first recording the entire thing as an audio drama, and then we're going to do the whole movie shoot afterwards. It's really weird, huh?
That reminds me of a movie called Pontypool. Which is actually they did it as a radio drama and did it as a movie.
Really?
Yeah. The first time I ever heard it was actually on CBC.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah. No, it's a Canadian movie. I actually bought it. Tried to get it for Halloween. But I wanted the Blu-ray, and I had to order it from Ireland because that's where Canadian movie Blu-rays live, in Ireland.
That's where they're bred.
Yeah. That's how Canadian Blu-rays are made.
Yeah.
Free range in the field.
But yeah, it was originally I think it was originally done as the radio thing, and then they did it as a movie. But the whole thing takes place in a radio station, so like.
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
like a zombie movie that only takes place in one set. So they're just like hearing about, we got Bobby or whatever, like, you know, whoever the weatherman in the sky is like, who's reporting on all this stuff going down, and you're just hearing about it, so you're just like picturing it in your head, so you're like, oh my goodness.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
No,
you have to use your imagination.
That reminds me of one of my favorite skits ever. Do you remember the Derek comedy, WQXR, The Cool Breeze?
Yeah. With the wolves?
It's like someone just brought in just brought in a wolf, and that wolf just grew up and started eating us, and a little baby wolf, and you know, it looked pretty. He almost got in here and killed. It was Johnny B and the cheese. He's like, one of them almost killed the cheese. It was not looking good for him. Woo! And they like a little sound. Oh man, that was great. That Pontypool sounds cool. I might order that. Well, I remember that being around. Was it good?
I really liked it, and it's really serious in the beginning, and then at the end he just turns in, like, it kind of goes a little bit goofy, but in a way it's lovely. It's good.
That's awesome.
It's super Canadian. Just very Canadian.
That's great. So what kind of you say it was like a zombie apocalypse? Or?
Yeah, it's a zombie apocalypse movie that takes place in rural Ontario, and the only people reporting on it is a rural radio station.
Oh my god, that's genius.
Yeah. And it's like in the winter, because it's Canada.
There's something to that.
Yeah, it's nice to see a movie that's in the winter. Like, there's not that many.
I've been thinking about that too, because like, I mean, we're trying to find like that movie project that really speaks to us, you know, to do. And yeah, I was thinking, like, why does every movie have to take place in New York? Why does it always have to be in like a big city? Why can't it happen somewhere like this? It's like little New Brunswick town.
Yeah.
It's quiet. I mean, it's a beautiful visual place, and you know, we got winter all the time, so why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, but we are pretty much living up to the cliche.
It could be the next Fargo.
Ooh. And Fargo, I think maybe that's why Fargo didn't impress me that much. It didn't feel that far out to me. It felt too normal. I was like, yeah, funny accents. I know, I see that all day.
Yeah, all that snow, yeah. It's
pretty standard.
That's pretty typical.
Worse out right now.
It's not that I don't like Fargo. I just feel like everyone loves Fargo. And for me, it was like, yeah, okay, that was pretty okay. The best thing about it was Bruce Campbell being on the soap opera on the TV.
Yeah, that was good.
I was watching 6 Feet Under, and Nolan North, the guy who plays Nathan Drake in the Uncharted games, was in the soap opera. And he's always saying like really cheesy things. She's like, you don't care about me? He's like, no, I love you so much. And she's like, you're just saying that. And it's like, it always cuts little clips of him and the woman every time. Anyway, but yeah. You were going to say something about Fargo, weren't you?
Oh, I enjoy the movie Fargo, and I don't know why. It's just like, it's just like going out to dinner at a diner, and you're just like, oh man, I'm gonna order the special, and the special is like, you know, just some fries and like a hamburger, and you're like, that'll do. Yeah, and it's good, and you're kind of hit the spot, but it's not like it doesn't blow your mind. It's just like, I don't know.
It's satisfying.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm full and I feel good.
Yeah.
You know,
nice.
I guess I don't think I would ever watch Fargo again unless like somebody really wanted to, but I would very much order a burger. I guess that's the difference for me. I love burgers a lot.
Maybe
I'm just missing your point completely.
Maybe a hot
I like
turkey
burgers
sandwich.
Too much. Oh, okay.
You know, you're like, I don't really like a hot turkey sandwich.
I would never pick a hot turkey sandwich, but if someone put it in front of me, I'd
But
totally...
then you're like, oh, the special's hot turkey sandwich. And you're like,
it's $1 off.
yeah, that's pretty good. And you go in and
see.
you have it, and you're like, no, you know, that it wasn't like the most amazing thing ever, but it was satisfying.
Yeah, okay. Now we're talking. Hot turkey sandwich.
Fargo is a hot turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
Your dog?
No.
Okay. I do think Fargo is like the world's greatest name for a dog.
It's a good dog name. He likes it.
He's a beautiful husky. You guys, you wish you could know him, you know. And if you do know him, then you're lucky because he's a really nice fella.
Yeah.
And he's really good at Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sick. Fuck.
Yeah. I wasn't there.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
No. Oh yeah.
I missed it.
Now you just look so mad. Have you given up on printing yet?
No. I played it the other day, and I was doing better, but still not good enough. I think I know what to do now for this one part, but once I get past it, I'm going to be fucked again and just give up again. It's so hard.
I just want to see you do it.
Yeah,
but I want to see it.
Yeah?
I want to be there when it happens.
Oh, God.
I know, right? Like, it's to be like history in the making.
Yeah. One day.
How's the new Guilty Gear working out for you?
I played it once.
Yeah?
And I never played it again.
Is it like the special edition that comes in like the giant book and all that?
Yeah,
crap?
it's so awesome, and I don't know why I'm not playing it.
Does it come with a belt buckle or a
Yeah, it has,
keychain or something?
Like a keychain looks like Soul Bad Guy's belt buckle.
Yeah, it looks pretty badass.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's cool. It's just free on it. Man, why am I gotta play that.
It's Guilty Gear, Boone, and it
Yeah,
worked. It was good. It was.
Dang, yeah.
How did you like it? Like, where do you think it stacks with the other Guilty Gear games? Is it as good as like X2?
Yeah, it looks it's beautiful. It's the best looking fighting game I could think of.
Mm-hmm.
The controls are a little, I don't know. I couldn't pull off the moves seamlessly like I normally do.
So the timing's a little off.
Yeah,
just
a
little
have to
different.
get used to it, I guess. You know.
And sometimes it's not for the worst. I mean, people insist that Super Street Fighter 4 is better than Street Fighter 4. I can't even touch Super Street Fighter 4. I can't play it.
It is different.
The timing is off. I can't play it. It ruined my timing.
Yeah.
So that can ruin it for some people. But a lot of people swear Super's better. So I don't know. It's a shame because I was really into Street Fighter 4, and then when they were releasing more characters, and that's all I really want in a fighting game.
Oh
right?
yeah, lots of characters is awesome.
Yeah. So everyone can come in and be like, "Hey, I play as the girl with a handcuff around her waist." That's a Guilty Gear reference. There's actually a character who's a girl with a giant handcuff around her
it's
waist.
a little boy.
Well, it's actually a little boy.
That
Yeah.
was raised as a little girl.
Oh,
and he has a yo-yo and a teddy bear for a weapon, and he wears a giant handcuff
Really?
as an accessory.
Is there still the guy with the bag on his head?
Yeah, he's in there.
What's his name?
Faust.
Faust.
Yeah, his entrance is really good now too.
Yeah.
They have like a really long animated entrance for him. It's like him walking through like a hospital hallway or something like that. How's it going? Do you remember?
It's like I forget what he says, but then he opens a door.
I think he looks at a medical chart or something like
Yeah.
that, on like a clipboard. He's like,
With like a guy with a bag
yeah,
on his
but
head?
like he's like walking around. He just grabs a medical chart. He's like, puts it up on the thing, and then opens the hospital door, and then comes up through the ground because the door opens up in the ground or something weird like that. And he comes right up like this, and he just like stands in there. And he's like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. And he has a giant scalpel.
We should, next year for Halloween, we should be Guilty Gear people.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Guilty Gear.
Cool.
Yeah.
I might. I kind of like. I wonder if Nick would go for that. See, you know who I want to be for Halloween this year. I've already kind of thought about it.
Do you want to be John?
The cream will always rise to the top.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking I'm going to do it. It's the year they're inducting him into the Hall of Fame, and I've been watching everything he's done in the past little while, and it's all about Macho Man Randy Savage. Let's be honest.
Last week you were going to talk about the wasn't there a conspiracy why it took so long for him to get in?
That's it. Yeah.
I forgot to ask you about that.
Legend has it. And see, this is becoming like the foremost wrestling podcast on the internet. But basically, I know if you don't like wrestling, don't worry. I'll get through this quick. But at least it's pretty interesting stuff. I'm more interested in wrestling for the weird stuff that happens on the side. Apparently, legend has it. The reason, they've been doing the Hall of Fame inductions every year for a while. How would Macho Man not be like one of the first guys there, right? I mean, already they got like Razor Ramon and stuff like
Razor
that.
Ramon's in it and not Macho Man?
Exactly. So everyone's like, okay,
weird.
what's up with that? Legend tells a story. Gather around the fire, kids. Legend tells a story where one day Macho Man Randy Savage totally banged Stephanie McMahon when she was still like a teenager.
Oh, God.
And Vince didn't like that so much.
No.
So legend has it that happened. I don't think she was a teenager at the time, but she was young. Younger.
Probably legal, like 18.
I think that's...
You think
I
the Macho Man would care?
Macho Man doesn't care. Macho Man will take her to the top. On balance, off balance, he's still better than you. But yeah, Macho Man, that's a legend. And like, no one will ever comment on it. No one will say, of course you wouldn't say. Like, you wouldn't, it's not like Vince is going to come out and it's like, yeah, he totally nailed my daughter.
You should get a Nick to dress as Stephanie McMahon then.
Oh, yeah.
She's totally not going for it. I was trying to get her to dress up as Scary Sherry. Or Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Well,
but-
I mean, the Stephanie McMahon and Macho Man thing would be no worse than other things you guys have dressed up.
I forgot about that. That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I should tell people
That
what we
might have
dressed
to go
as.
in maybe the special edition, like the DVD release or the CD-ROM extras.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Well, what are some great costumes we've done over the years? We've had,
Well, then we'd have to tell Nels, too.
we're not talking about
Nobody's
that.
ever.
No. We're never talking about some costumes. See,
Anyway, let's change the subject. So, how about Batman? Have you guys ever heard of this Batman character?
Batman,
Oh,
what's his
yes.
deal? Is he a man made of bats?
The guy in the man comes in with the thing and he's like, Batman, yes.
You know, I haven't seen that movie.
Don't
should.
bother. It's right over there. Don't bother watching it.
Yeah.
Just watch it for Bane, I guess.
It's so like Bane is so bad it's funny.
Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I was genuinely enjoying it. How much I hated, like how much they fucked up Bane. It was great. It was like, oh, hang on, where's my cup at? There we go.
The shadows betray you because I was afraid of her.
Sorry, what? You were a Skeletor?
I didn't say anything because that's what it sounds like he's saying. He says the shadows betray you. Blah, 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 blah. You always get a part of what he's saying, but by the end of it, he just sounds like he's like having like a stroke or something like that.
Maybe you should have on the show next week.
What's that?
Oh, Batman, I was afraid of her.
And then you're just like, okay, well,
Yeah.
and then Batman's like, hey, what are you talking about? You know, and it's just, oh god, Bane is so bad in that movie. It's so bad it's funny though, at least. At
Just
very least.
Batman. Like,
Yeah, Batman.
I love my analogy, is that the word?
Yeah.
About the whole Batman series. It's like Batman gets a new job. And
that's Batman Begins.
He gets a job and he's like, yeah, I like this job. Second movie, he's like, you know what? I really don't like this job anymore. I want to quit. So at the end of the movie, he quits. And he's like, ha ha ha, I don't have to work because but I guess in the second movie, he wants to quit, but he has to get someone to take over his place first. So to take his job, and he does. And in the third movie, he's like retired, and he's like, yeah, I don't have to do that job anymore. And then it's like, oh, you have to go back. And he's like, oh no, I don't want to do my job anymore.
That's the thing though,
I have
like
to go back.
they couldn't have gotten Batman more wrong because Batman's constantly quitting all the time, and all he seems to want to do is quit.
Yeah.
He was like really. I mean, okay, you haven't seen have you seen the rest of them?
Yes.
Yeah, the third one is.
I think.
I don't bother with the third one, but the big thing was the third one is well, unless you want to, because it's actually hilariously bad. The plot is, you know, like how everyone basically, it drives me nuts. People who are movie people, they always are like, oh yeah, so many plot holes, and you're like, okay, what's the plot hole? And then they say something, and you're like, no, this. They explained it. And they're like, yeah, but so many plot holes, and then they just like walk away, and they can't really name it.
They can't support their...
That movie, The Dark Knight Rises, has so many fucking plot holes. It's insane. You got like basically in like one scene, Like, it's like bank robbery in the daylight. And they're like, oh, this timer is going to give you 10 minutes. And we got 10 minutes on this timer, and then we're going to steal all the money from, like, the stock market. Something stupid like that. Which, yeah. Anyway, the guys that do it, and they get this computer, and they're, like, counting down. And then Batman starts chasing them, and he catches them. And by the time he catches them, it's, like, the middle of the fucking night. It's so pitch black outside. That 10 minutes took a long goddamn time. And there's just so many things like that where it's like somebody clearly... Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Maybe I could let it all slide. But the guy who makes these movies, Chris Nolan, all he does is talk about how smart he is, and how brilliant he is, and how his movies are better than other people's movies. So much so that his new movie, Interstellar, he actually went on record saying, this movie uses music better than any movie ever has before. This guy is that full of himself, and his movies are actually stupid. You watch them and you're just like, this is really dumb. And no, I have not watched Interstellar, okay? And you know what? Maybe he did use the music well. But I doubt it's going to be historically something you look back at and be like, wow, I just can't believe that feeling that I have right now while I watch this. Meanwhile, when I look at that giant baby floating through space, going up and looking at the Earth and all that, I'm talking 2001. With the music playing, it's just like, wow.
I thought you were talking about Ashura's Wrath.
Or that, for that matter. Ashura's Wrath is better than anything Chris Nolan will ever do.
Yeah,
I liked Chris Nolan for a while, and then he just started getting my nerves with that ego. It's just insane. And not to mention his fans. They're really over the top, because it's like, oh, best movie of all time? Oh, that's The Dark Knight. The best movie ever made, easily. Man, I think I lost him on Inception. Did you see Inception?
I did see Inception.
Yeah, it was like, oh, this is the deepest movie ever that is totally explained. You just gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
And so many people are still... What blows my mind is that some people are just like, I just don't even get that. Like, what kind of drugs is he on? It frustrates me that I've met so many people who've actually said that. But Inception... It's a cool idea. It is. And I was like, this is really neat. I like this. I'm really into this. But the problem is they have to stop, grind to a halt every, like, maybe 5 minutes or so to explain the entire plot from start to finish to you again. And it's just like, oh my god. I get it. Stop.
It wasn't that complicated.
It's not complicated. It's really not that complicated. Maybe explain it twice, at most, you know? But they explained it, like, 6 or 7 times. And you're just like, yeah, I know. Just here's how they could have explained it better. They get, like, the opening scene. Leonardo DiCaprio walks in there. He's like, yeah, I'm not really interesting or cool in this movie, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt rules. Everything else, just try and piece it together yourself. And then Leonardo DiCaprio walks out of the movie and we never see him again. Joseph Gordon-Levitt comes in, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like, I was that kid on Third Rock from the Sun, and someday I'll be known as Robin in The Dark Knight Rises. Oh, you gotta see The Dark Knight Rises, actually. It's really offensive to Batman.
What?
Oh, you gotta see it. It's fantastic. Batman quits, and then Robin becomes Robin, kind of not really at all. They throw in an Easter egg trying to make us feel like, hey, see, I know about the comics, but basically it's more like Chris Nolan saying, like, hey, I'm aware the comics are stupid, so fuck you. That's basically what his reference sounded like to me. But yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt rules. I love that guy. He should come in and say basically that he's awesome, and crush a beer can on his head, and then the rest of the movie kind of quickly blasts by, and credits play while Joseph Gordon-Levitt like rides a motorcycle. I don't know.
Yeah, that movie was kind of like it was just like he came up with an idea. He's like, hey, the other night I had a dream. And, like, I woke up, and then I was like, oh, man, that was a weird dream. But then I was still in the dream. That's a movie!
But who was phone? Yeah, exactly. I'm with you.
That was it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. That's exactly it. That's what it seems like. You know, maybe I'm just a little old-fashioned, but I've always been taught, and, like, that in a good movie, what you try and do is show and not tell, right? Is that not the point? You try and, like, let people's minds figure it out for themselves. You know, the irony is Inception is all about people figuring things out for themselves. So you have to kind of go in deep into their mind to trick them into feeling something. And then this movie's constantly telling us what to feel. That's the irony of that movie, because this movie does not do what it claims to be doing. It's so busy telling you what to think. Maybe they're trying to deceive you. Maybe it should be called deception, where they're trying to deceive you into thinking you're being incepted, but you're thinking it because they're telling you.
Maybe they were.
Ooh. Oh my god, who was Phone? I know who Phone was.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, he is so Phone.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to that who was Phone thing someday. I feel like some of my favorite podcasts, pretty much like 4 or 5 of them have told the Who Was Phone story at this point.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's weird.
Is that like the Aristocrats joke?
It seems to be, but it's you know what, I mentioned to you earlier what creepypasta means. Basically, a creepypasta is just somebody wrote a scary story and wrote it somewhere on the internet. That's it. It's called creepypasta.
Copy-pasted it.
They copy-pasted it. That's it. So, I listen to, like, Last Podcast on the Left is one I listen to. It's a real sadistic, screwed-up podcast. I love it. They're funny. They're my favorites. Then there's Mysterious Universe. They talk about weird, like, ghosts, or, like, hauntings, or not hauntings. When I go into ghosts and hauntings, they're more like aliens and conspiracies and things like that. It's a really fun podcast, too. Two Australian dudes who, like, kind of, like, listen to everything and then, like, piece it together themselves. And they're very smart, so they're not, like, being like, wow, that makes so much sense. It's obvious that that's Bigfoot. They're just like, well, you think it might be this, you know? Like, no one thinks about this. And then sometimes they're like, well, you know, that's compelling. That's interesting. It's a great podcast. But every now and again, on either one of these shows, they tell the story with who was phone. We're going to do an episode soon about scary stories. If you're listening to this and you've got a scary story, be sure to send it to us. We'd love to read your story on the air, or if you want, you can email me about how we can get you on the show, because we'd love to have you tell your scary stories. I want to do a scary episode.
Yeah.
A specifically scary episode. I've got lots of weird shit that goes on with my life, or I used to. It hasn't happened in a while, except for me waking up the other night to my blinds going all like haywire. And Nick's just like, the heater was moving it. No, Nick, the heater was not even on. Okay, I woke up at like 3 in the morning and it's like the blinds are just like making like weird noises. I'm like, okay, what the hell? What moved that? Because I've been like laying here for a minute and then my heater my blinds started just moving, you know?
I bet you it's Clayton.
Oh, Clayton, god damn it. I was trying to sleep.
Sleeping at the blinds.
I just broke in. I'm crawling around through your home like Snake. Yeah.
You ever hear that like spooky story that someone wrote? I mean, it's a creepypasta one, pretty much, probably. But it's this idea about this person who's like, stuff around their house keeps moving at night, and they're just like, what is going on? Why is this stuff moving around? I'm going to set up some cameras, and I'm going to have a little feed set up that goes to my laptop. So first thing in the morning, that person wakes up, and they're like, okay. So they start watching their computer, and they're sitting in bed, and they're like, okay, what's going on here? And they're looking at the screen, they're watching the footage, they're fast-forwarding through, and then out of nowhere, in the middle of the night, this skinny old man climbs out from under their bed and starts walks out of the room, and goes and does a bunch of stuff. And then, as he fast-forwards a little more, like he's terrified, the old man comes back and gets under the bed again. And then he's sitting there watching the video, and then he realizes, then he sees himself wake up in the video, and he's just like, oh my god, you know he's under there, right? That is like the scariest story ever. Just like that concept. And that's the kind of storytelling I'm crazy about, where it's like just like this simple idea that kind of you think like, wow, what if that happened to me?
That actually did happen. That happened in Japan.
Really?
A guy he was like, why is shit disappearing? Food is disappearing. I don't know what's going on. So he did the same thing. He put up cameras, and he discovered that there was an old lady living in his fucking cupboard. She would crawl out when he leaves, eat food, crawl back in. He was watching the video while standing next to the cupboard. So he called the police, and the police got her.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a true story.
I think I read it on Yahoo News.
That makes sense. You and Yahoo News. I wish you still had access to that all the time.
Now, normally you guys advise people to play a video game or watch a movie or something like that as homework.
Yeah.
I say homework this week should be go over to your friend's house, hide in their cupboards, and just live there for a week and see if you can do that.
That's a recommendation for the week. Just go into your friends' cupboards and just see how long you can live without them noticing.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I mean, live off their food. Don't worry about it. Just don't let them know.
You probably want to take like some sort of something to do. You should probably put your phone on vibrate. But other than that, I think that's pretty much
That's a good idea. That's smart. Yeah. Yeah. And make sure you bring your phone charger too, because I mean, a week in the cupboard, it's probably going to shut off and you'll get really bored. And it's not, what are you going to do in the cupboard aside from listen to us, right?
And then what you should do is when you're in the cupboard, when they leave, get out and then just take some crayons and just draw children's pictures on their walls.
Oh, nice.
And yeah.
That's good. You got to be creative, right? Creativity is a very important thing.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to lose your mind.
Well, yeah, you don't want to go crazy now, do you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know, when they go to work, you got the whole day.
Yeah.
You can just do whatever you want.
And
So
you don't need a job.
no,
Some arts and
Because you
crafts.
live in a cupboard.
you live in a cupboard. You just eat a little bit of everything.
It sounds pretty odd. I'm not going home.
No,
No.
I'm just going to live in John's cupboard.
I don't have much room though. All that tea. There's a lot of tea in my
just
cupboards.
all live in the cupboard and just see if Nick notices?
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get in the cupboard, guys.
Okay.
All right. We'll do that right after the show.
Cupboard cast?
We'll do a special episode from the cupboard. I bet you the sound will be better.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Less echoey. I mean, and not to mention, maybe I'm just insane because I'm plugged directly into the mic. But do you hear the guys upstairs like constantly dragging stuff around? They are doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Revenge, huh? It's for that guy screaming last week. Oh, Ralph. Anyway. Let me see here.
Old Screaming Ralph.
So, in the new Marvels, last week, or a few weeks ago, we talked about the Night Nurse being a character potentially in the new Daredevil show, but they're also doing a show of Jessica Jones, who's a character I'm not too familiar with, but they're giving her own show in the Marvel Universe, too. And apparently they're casting David Tennant, who's a doctor that I really enjoyed on Doctor Who. David Tennant has been cast as the Purple Man. And again, that sounds like such a lame character, but I hear he's very interesting. He's literally a guy who's just purple.
His skin's purple?
His skin's purple. He looks like he's just like a gangster who's
like
purple.
The yellow bastard from...
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. He's just a purple dude. That's it. But I bet you I hear he's got like a really interesting story arc involving her, so I bet you that's going to actually work out to be a really interesting season. But yeah, David Tennant, man, getting into the Marvel Universe. They brought in Ray Wise the other day. Ray Wise was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ray Wise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Agent Carter, not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's in Agents of Carter, so he's back in like the 1945s. He runs Roxxon, the oil company, like an evil oil company. they're part of the Marvel Universe too. So that's pretty interesting. Apparently they're involved in a few things that may involve Nick Fury. I'm not sure. We'll see what Marvel decides to do with it. But Ray Wise is there, and he's just so Ray Wise.
I just thought of it. What if in that show, the original Ant-Man shows up? And he's like doing his Ant-Man stuff.
I was thinking they might
how he
tie
can
it
have
in
his
somehow.
glory. You know?
Yeah. I was thinking they could tie stuff in like that. If they don't do that, I mean, that show's only be like 8 episodes total, I think.
Oh,
it's like
really?
a mini-series.
Oh, that's sad.
But yeah, it could be interesting. Ant-Man, I think it's going to be more flashbacks during the Ant-Man movie, like showing Michael Douglas as Ant-Man before Scott Lang becomes Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But Scott Lang played by, of course, Paul Rudd. Neither one of you is a Plus member, are you? At PlayStation Plus?
I used to be.
You used to be, and you let it go.
I literally don't play video games anymore.
I don't find time either. I'm depressed because I started a podcast where I talk about video games, and all I do is fall asleep the second I get in the door. Maybe it's because yesterday I worked 12 and a half hours straight without a break. That's bullshit, and that's why my voice is like killing me right now. I just talked all day.
Well, the kids are driving, right? So why couldn't...
Hey, we don't talk about what I do. So not all kids. Nah, it doesn't matter.
Other people are driving, so you could just play video games on your Vita while they drive, right?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't mind. That's fine, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do
It's
it.
called responsibility. You got to teach it.
Well, I just want to pass on what the free games are this month for February. Just because I'm kind of annoyed. They got Transistor for PS4, which I already bought. Didn't really love, but I know a lot of people are really excited about it. Some game named Apotheon, which I haven't had a chance to look at. That's again another PS4 indie game. They're always the indie games are the free ones. And no, I'm not hating on indie games. I'm just kind of getting fed up with the fact that like it's always just 2 indie games, and one of which I've already bought every time. I swear, it's a personal thing. It's getting frustrating for me. PS3, they're giving away Thief, which is kind of cool. I want to play Thief, but it's the PS3 version. I want the PS4 one, man. Damn it! And you don't get cross-buy on that. And Yakuza 4, that's a great game. That's one of my favorite games like I've played in the past several years. So that's badass. Walk through Japan, you bump into somebody, they're a total dickbag. What do? You knock their clothes off. No, wait, that's Akiba's Trip. In Yakuza 4, you don't knock their clothes off, you knock their head off.
Yeah.
It's so badass, though. The storylines are so great. It's so Japanese. So Yakuza 4, if you are a PlayStation Plus member, you got to download that and play it, enjoy it. It's so good. And if you're not a Plus member, just go out and buy it. It was $19.99, like brand new, like when it was pretty much just out, you know. So who cares? Go buy Yakuza 4. Everyone should play it. Tom, you gonna play it tonight?
Nope.
God fucking damn it. Rogue Legacy's coming out on the Vita, PS4, and PS3, and Kickin' Finnick for the Vita.
Kickin' Finnick. Oh, boy.
Is that Finnegan? Like...
No, Finnick.
Finnick.
Oh, it's not the dog from...
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Dress Up.
Yeah.
Finnegan.
Yeah.
Kicking
Casey
Finnegan.
and Finnegan?
It's Casey and Finnegan, yeah. No, it's not that
It's not
same.
about kicking a puppet dog?
Well, it might be, for all I know. These indie games, man, it's hard to keep up with them all. There's so many.
Kicking the puppet dog off Mr. Dress-Up's dead wife's hand.
Oh, man. Come on.
I went too far. Oh, man.
Let's have a moment for Mr. Dress Up.
Oh.
I don't know his real name. Coombs? Something Coombs.
Yeah.
Honeycomb?
Ernie.
Ernie Coombs?
I think so.
Hopefully.
Ernie Coombs? Honeycombs?
Our recommendation this week, you gotta check out some Mr. Dress Up if you get a chance.
Yeah.
From your friend's cupboard.
Yeah.
No, actually, you know what? Tom, do you have a recommendation for this week?
of what people should do?
Yeah, just something not like something's a piece of media you want to recommend.
Oh,
We did Lost Skeleton. We did, which of course is a classic for amongst all of us. You did Chrono Trigger. I mean, things that are pretty obvious sometimes, but just anything you want to recommend to people?
oh, you should go on YouTube and you should watch the entirety of a show called Twitch City, which was
Wow.
you remember Twitch City?
Yes, I remember you
Yeah.
talking about that a lot.
It was a Canadian show on CBC from like the late 90s about a guy who's like just a shut-in and never leaves his house, and his neighbor accidentally kills a homeless man with a bag of cat food, and so then his girlfriend moves in with him. Moves in with the other guy who's a shut-in, and basically every episode is them trying to get somebody to move into the vacant room in the apartment. And there's like just random, I think at one point there's Nazis move in and like people hiding drugs and cookies. Yeah, there's like a random person who they think kills their cat, but
Wow.
didn't. Yeah, no, it's good. Twitch City, it's all on YouTube now. I don't know if it's legal, but CBC will be all over them if it's not.
Don't worry, CBC and I are good. I was on there this week. I'm their weather expert now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so don't worry. I'll clear it up with them. But yeah, Twitch City, I'll actually check that out. That sounds pretty awesome. I remember you liking that show, and I was like, "What is that?"
Oh, yeah, that's like my favorite show when I was young.
You were never young.
True.
I still I just think of you like always having that beard,
Oh,
or maybe the
beard.
semi beard, the
Just
goatage.
the goatage.
When it was, and for the record, if you're ever wondering what a goatage is, it's the beard hair that only grows on under your chin, like
Yeah.
under your chin.
Not your neck.
No.
Above the Adam's apple, below chin proper.
Yeah, exactly. So if it grows there, if you grow it out, that's a goatage. Try and make that thing, please. We need to bring that back. The goatage was a special thing. And Clayton, whatever happened to your little, what would you call that?
Like a Hitler
Giant.
mustache?
No, he never had, he only had that like with markers and stuff. But yeah.
I don't know, it was like a giant soul patch.
Well, no,
No, it's like a
yeah, he had one.
that's-
You remember that thing down here? It's
yeah.
below the soul patch. It's just like it's like the bottom, like the chin part of a goatee,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
don't know what
only
that's
like
called.
it's really trimmed into a narrow. It was cool,
It's like a
and it was long too.
chin muff. I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Chin muff.
Chin muff.
What's going on in your thing?
What
Nothing.
is that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's that thing?
Don't worry
What's
about
that
that.
thing?
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Oh, we're
Don't worry about that. Will you stop worrying about that?
I'm worried about that.
I don't want you to worry about that. Oh, jeez.
what?
Oh, jeez. Now I can hear stuff.
Oh, shit. What's going on?
All
Oh,
right.
I know what that is.
Yes, it's
Okay.
the Hotline Miami theme's playing in my head. I screwed something up. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
Hey, that's making it better.
it's better for me. Anyway, okay. We've been worrying about that too much. Stop worrying about that.
Okay.
Everything's fine. So, anything else you guys want to talk about before
We didn't
end
even
the show?
talk about Tom being
A board game guy?
fanatic.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Board-
Talk about
board
that. Don't worry about
gameify.
it. We won't go much further. I know it's getting to we're past the 1 hour mark. Don't worry
Oh, my
about that.
goodness. Okay,
Tell-
guys, I'll be really quick about it then.
Just tell us about board games, what you want to do, and why we're going to make a video soon about us playing a board game.
I like board games. Board games are fun. Like, yeah.
You're addicted to
I'm
them.
addicted
How
to
many
board
do you
games.
have?
That's a good point.
45?
45 board
Are you kidding me?
games.
No.
Actually, I
I
saw a
bet
picture of your
it's
shelf
That's
there
only
the
like
other
the
day.
last 2 years.
That's
Yeah, you didn't have
lowballing
any.
it, man.
No. There's other ones there that don't count. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like Cranium and those ones.
Those-
Balderdash.
yeah.
The old school ones. No.
Things and
Well,
stuff.
I guess
love those.
you're trying to cut back, right?
No.
No, you go back to full blown
Well,
collecting.
No,
Only collecting the good ones.
the
or-
issue is that I've got like 10 that I haven't played yet. That I've
And we got to play one of them today, don't we?
Yeah,
maybe.
How long do you think that one's going to take?
Which one?
man.
The one we're going to play, whichever one you want to play.
Like 3 hours.
3 hours?
6 hours?
Oh
An
my
hour.
god.
Between 1 hour and 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's just the thing with me with board games, man. I just like that's a long time commitment.
Well, they're not.
and no one ever
it's-
finishes. You just get bored, and they're like,
No.
"Yeah, that's what's called
We
a board
always
game."
finish the games.
Yeah, no.
Tom.
This is
with
different
those games, but he brings us short games. If you play
No.
Monops,
No.
you always get tired of
No.
Monops halfway through.
Well, Monops,
no,
yeah.
I'm not talking about games like games that take several hours to play.
Yeah,
let's
okay.
say that are spectacular games. Like I don't have any of them, but some of them are good. Like, I don't know.
I got a copy of Settlers of Catan around here.
I don't like that.
That's a friend killer right there. Your friendships are ruined by that game.
Melanie hates that game. I had it, and she's like, get rid of this. And I had to sell it in order to buy more games.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, board games. They're great. That's actually why I haven't been playing video games very much, because I just...
Sit around with your dog and play board games?
No, well, the thing is, say you want to play some sort of hot game that has multiple players online, most of them now. Mm-hmm. Like, name a game that's on...
Destiny, we'll say.
Destiny. How much does Destiny cost?
$59 probably.
And how many people can play that game for $59? One.
Yeah.
And then somebody else has to buy the game, and so on.
So are you saying the board games for you are like a cost-saving measure?
No, because I used to not spend any money on games.
What about...
But it's just nice, because it's like, oh, I'm having people over. Well, let's play board games rather than, like, drinking.
Well, I guess it's like, hey, you want to play a game? Yeah, go home, and we'll play a game online.
I'm so fed up with gaming online, too.
Yeah.
I don't like gaming online. That's not my thing.
Maybe it's just people's way of, like, attacking gaming online and being like, to hell with you gaming online. And there's also a board game cafe opening in Fredericton sometime.
Yes, it is. Unplugged, I think it's called. But you know what? I just played Diablo 3 with two of my best friends.
That's more or less a board game.
Yeah. We killed a bunch of demons. We went into the... Yeah, see, that's something I want to talk about real quick. We found The Last of Us, a level based on The Last of Us where we had to fight clickers and bloaters and, like, the infected and stuff from The Last of Us. So that was really cool. But yeah, anyway. That's all I wanted to talk about. Just say it happened to us finally. It was cool. It made me happy. The Last of Us is a great game. Board games. What is your favorite one you played so far?
My favorite game right now is a game called Terra Mystica, which...
Did you bring it?
No, because it's too long. It takes... Well, it's not really... It takes like a half an hour per person to play, which isn't that long, except for it takes 10 times longer than that to explain it to somebody if they don't play board games a lot. It's like...
We gotta get Pat on the show, so like, you and Pat can play that game together, maybe.
Imagine you have, like, hexagons in front of you, and your people can only build on certain kinds of hexagons, so you have to turn those hexagons into hexagons you can put your stuff on. And when you put your hexagons on stuff, it means you get more stuff from your hexagons. And you can play with all sorts of magical mystery races, like witches or engineers. So
are witches a race?
So are engineers.
No, I have no problem with that. I know
They're
Andrew's
not really a race. It's just like there's different factions, I guess.
I know Andrew's a different race than us. He's definitely an engineer.
Yeah.
But
and so the different factions have different powers, so each person is playing their completely different thing.
Yeah, it's like a different character.
Yeah, like a different character with different powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also brought a game that I thought Clayton would like, where you're like Shaolin monks fighting ghosts, like in real life.
Just like
in real life.
Just like in real life.
Yeah.
So, based on all of this board game talk, I've been talking to our other board game friend, Pat, who is too far away to be on the show, but sometimes they created this whole technology, or a while back they created this technology called Skype. We gotta get him on the show sometime. Anyway, Pat wanted to add a few things, because he knew we'd be talking board games tonight. He wanted to ask if you... I asked him, like, what are some that you like? And he said he likes ones with miniatures, of course. Super Dungeon Explorer?
Oh, there's actually... If you want to play Super Dungeon Explorer, there's a fellow on Kijiji right now who's selling it in Oromocto.
Okay.
That's a top tip.
Damn.
Dun, 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 dun.
And it's been up there for like a year, so it'll still be there long after.
I'll just lowball it. I'll be like, $5.
Yeah, it's like, take it.
$5, we'll make a video out of it.
But yeah, I
and then I'm
haven't
going to
played
burn
it
it
yet.
at the end of the video. No, I'm just kidding.
But that game's described as being like the video game Gauntlet.
Oh, really?
But the board game. So one person's playing the bad guy who's like releasing all these
I
demons.
enjoy being the bad guy in games.
Yeah, and the other side is being like these like, the paladin and the whatever and they're...
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
so...
That's
nice.
cool. He also mentioned Rivet Wars,
I've not played that. I
Chaos
know
Ball?
it exists. I know those exist.
Zombicide, Arcadia Quest, Rum and Bones.
Rum and Bones isn't out yet, I don't believe.
Pat, don't lie to
Pat,
us.
that
Pat,
was-
are you trying to make me look fucking
That's
stupid
a-
on my own show, Pat?
That's a Kickstarter that
God
I think
fucking
just
damn it.
completed, sir.
Pat, God, fucking, okay.
Seems like he likes those types
Wow.
of games.
But he likes that Cool Mini or something
Yeah,
like
Cool
that.
Mini or not, they made
Or
a
not,
bunch
that's
of
it.
those.
And he also said he likes he loves games like Warhammer and stuff like that. So he's looking at more tabletop war games.
Yeah.
Because he finds them to be more hardcore.
Yeah, no, they're definitely very hardcore, but I just...
They're also definitely more expensive, too.
That's the problem. I hated Warhammer so much, but for the same reason Pat says he likes these games, he enjoyed painting and customizing the models.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, one of the most special times of my life was sitting in Pat's room back in the day when we were kids. We'd be sitting there listening to Korn on repeat forever. Like, Mary had a little lamb, and we're sitting there painting our models. I'm like, I'm gonna make this guy purple and yellow. He's gonna be badass. And I thought that shit was awesome. It was gonna make the most flamboyant Chaos Marines ever. And they were badass, man.
They were fabulous.
They were fabulous. Because purple and yellow, I don't care what anybody says, you couldn't look more badass than with purple and yellow. You walk into war wearing bright yellow and bright purple, everyone's like, that guy's he knows something. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Anyway, I enjoy painting my models. That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah, those are fun games, but I have not played them yet. I have, unfortunately, watched videos of how to play them because I'm a sad man.
Oh, jeez.
Time.
We should get these games and make videos because apparently people watch them, huh, Tom? Is that what you're saying?
People do watch people playing games, and it's ridiculous.
Okay, we're going to make a video right after this of us playing a board game. We're going to do our own Let's Play of a board game.
Right now?
Let's do it.
Oh, jeez.
Why not?
Conclude this.
We got to conclude this podcast because we're getting up to... This is almost... You know what? We got 2 minutes before it's the longest episode we've ever done.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that. An hour and 11 minutes at this point.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Do you want to just...
Anything you want to talk about? Anything you guys want to plug?
No.
What about you, Boone?
No.
You sure?
I want to watch that Keanu movie that just came out.
Oh, John Wick?
Yeah. Is that good?
I hear it's pretty good. I hear the story's stupid, and I hear Keanu's kind of the weak point, according to Tim. But,
Really?
Well,
that's
probably good that he's the weak point and not the strong point of a movie.
that's exactly it. Basically, yeah, that's kind of true.
It's just he's a badass. He's like a super badass that's like...
Yeah.
They killed his dog.
It's a bunch of stuntmen decided to make a movie. That's it.
Really?
And they were like, one of them was like, "Hey, I worked on The Matrix. I met Keanu, and maybe I can get him in the movie." And that's it. That's how the movie came to be, apparently.
That's how movies are made.
Well, it's actually, I respect
stunt movies. Like what was the one we watched with? It was
The Raid. Because those are great.
the one I brought over. Shit, the fuck was that called? Everyone was ugly because they were all stuntmen.
Oh man,
Remember that one?
was it like?
It was shit. Never mind.
Hey, don't worry
It's
about
going
it.
nowhere.
We're gonna delete that. Don't worry about that. That won't be in there.
Nah, keep it in.
Okay, it probably will be. So, anyways, so that's all good, guys.
So is this now officially the longest podcast ever?
It will be when I put on the last little plugs.
There's plugs?
I'm gonna plug. You know what? I gotta start telling people to subscribe to us on iTunes. Give us a rating, please. That helps us a lot. It actually gets us noticed in our little category that we're in.
What category is that?
We're under comedy.
Huh.
I know. Nothing funny happened in this episode. We're not funny at all.
No.
It's under comedy, video games, and movie television.
Movie television.
Movies and television.
Oh.
Or TV and film, or whatever they call it. But yeah.
Television movies.
Don't you worry about that. Look up UberCast. That's one word. X. That's a separate word. X counts as a word. Look at Malcolm X for a comparison.
It's not all one word?
UberCast, no, not just for iTunes.
Oh.
God fucking damn it, don't confuse people, Boone. Go to our website, ubercastx.com, for all of our contact information. We have a contact us page at the very top of the page. Also, you can watch our videos and listen to our podcasts right on our page directly. We're playing them on YouTube now. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/DutanBliz, DUTANBLIZ. That is the page to get to us. Twitter.com/UberCastX. Question of the week on Twitter: who's your favorite Guilty Gear character? I want to know. I'm actually genuinely curious. So even if you don't know them, I want you to go online, look up pictures of them, find out who you think looks the coolest, and let us know. But we all know it's Bridget with the yo-yo and Teddy, or Faust. I'm a Testament guy, but that's because I'm into the weird androgynous shit. Anyway, and finally, Tom. And finally, please like our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/UberCastX. I'm out of breath. Okay, that was the longest episode ever. We got to stop.
Nice.
Okay, so does anybody want to... You're good? You're good?
Well,
Okay,
I
do
think
it.
the next theme of the show should be Oxford comma. Yes or no?
That is a good question, so feel free to answer
That's
that.
a good question. I don't even
I
know
don't
what that
even...
is.
Don't. Okay, that's it for for today. Lord Boone, take us out.
Okay. Remember, folks, to stay sharp and keep your eyes open.
Good night, everybody!